Hi, friends. My name is Rosa,
And my name is Deanna, best friends and co host for The Last Brain Cell.
a safe place for all things girl talk, mental health, wellness, and everything in between.
This is a place where we bar no judgment as we have real and deep conversations about life in our late 20s. Let's get into today's episode.
Okay.
Hello, Rosa.
Hi, Deanna.
How was your week?
It's been okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Just okay?
just okay. I mean, just sort of going through the motions, going to work.
You say
And
that every week.
I honestly, my life is so freaking boring.
Like-
I've been reading a lot.
Mm.
I stayed up all night the other night reading a book, and I had to work the next day. And I wake up at 6:15 on the mornings that I have to work. I
Mhm.
think I stayed up until about 4 o'clock.
I don't know how you function.
And then I couldn't get to sleep after that.
Gee, I wonder why. Your body's probably like, I don't need sleep.
I was so stressed out over that book. I was telling you about it. I was so stressed out about it, and I couldn't get comfortable. And I was like, the only thing that I could think about for
Was
a
the
little
book?
while was the book, because I'm like, what the fuck would I would have done in that situation? Maybe that's like another segment that we can do.
Yeah, we can talk about books.
But that's what I do.
The
My
one
life,
book I've read.
my life is so boring that I have to find all of my excitement and my drama from books. How sad is that?
I still love you. You can live vicariously through me because my morning, not even my week, my morning has been eventful.
Let's hear it.
I couldn't find my AirPods this morning.
Oh no. You couldn't find your AirPods.
Oh my God. I knew they were in my apartment. Okay.
Deanna cannot live without her AirPods.
No, because I can't hear. Okay. I have an audio processing disorder. So but the headphones for whatever reason help. Okay.
It's probably because directly
Yes,
in
it
there.
goes straight to the eardrum. Okay, so I looked in the normal spots by my desk, on the couch. I checked in the bathroom. I checked pockets. I checked in the kitchen. Could not find them. So I was trying to retrace my steps. Okay. So Rosa always calls me whenever she's leaving work around 7 o'clock. I had my AirPods at 7 o'clock last night. I did not leave the apartment.
So they were in the house
They
somewhere.
were in here somewhere. Ben woke up, okay? I was getting him to look. I was on FaceTime with my friend Taylor. She was like, well, check here, check there, check here. I looked in the cabinets. I looked in the refrigerator, in the freezer. I looked everywhere. I looked under the couch. I even lifted the cushions to see if they
I
made
was
it
just
under the
gonna say,
cushions.
I can just see you just flipping your apartment upside down.
Oh my
And I know
gosh.
you get angry very fast. I can just see you just turning red, steam coming off of your head.
I was frantic. I looked in my bag. I took everything out of my bag. I even went back to my car thinking maybe for whatever reason I left them in there or put them back in there. Not in there. Do you want to know where my AirPods were?
Where were they?
The trash can.
Inside the trash can?
Inside the trash can.
Okay. How? Why? I have a lot of questions.
So I got the mail yesterday. Okay. And I went through the mail and I always do a pile of keep and a pile of trash. Somehow my AirPods made it into the trash pile.
But you didn't feel it when you were...
I guess not. Because I just grabbed and threw it into the trash can. So it's a good thing I looked in the trash can.
What prompted you to look into the trash can?
I looked everywhere else.
Just, you had exhausted every other...
I didn't know where else to look. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of move some things around. And then I started seeing the mail that I threw away. And I was like, no way. Sure enough, they were sitting right there. It's a good thing I didn't put any liquid in the trash can.
Or taking it out.
Oh, right. Taking it to the dumpster or something.
Do you have the Find My...
Yes, and I tried that. And it said that the last time it was pinged was 9 o'clock last night. And I was trying to connect it so that it could make noise. But for whatever reason, it wasn't connecting. So my AirPods were in the trash can. And then I went to the gym. Or I was on my way to the gym and I forgot my energy drink. God forbid, right? So I stopped at Rite Aid. They didn't have the kind I wanted.
I saw your location and it said Rite Aid, and I was like, what's she doing in Rite Aid?
I was frantic, okay? And so I got some energy drinks. They were hot. They weren't cold. So that was also gross. And then I worked out in like 30 minutes because we had to record our podcast.
Meanwhile, I was like waking up, brushing my teeth. And you're like, I'm going to go for a 30-minute workout. I'm like, okay.
All right. I'll be there soon.
Got toothbrush in hand.
So, yeah, that was my morning. The rest of the week has been fine, I guess.
I feel like things happen to me during the week, but they're just like, it happens and then I just never think about it again. It's just like not a memorable thing for me.
I get stressed out.
I know.
So, it's fine though.
I'm just a nervous person.
We know.
I know.
We still love you.
Today, I think we're going to do our long segment on Am I the Asshole? There is a whole subreddit dedicated to Am I the Asshole, where people come in and they share
stories,
yeah, with normally with their significant others, friends, or whatever, and they're torn between this dilemma, and they are like, am I the asshole for feeling this way or saying this?
And I think it's very interesting seeing different sides to stories and how people think that they're not in the wrong when they should be in the wrong.
Yeah, because we're going through some of these and we're like, yes, you
You
are absolutely the asshole here.
Okay, so the first one we've got here is, if my partner wants to be intimate and I don't and refuse him, am I the asshole for this?
I think there needs to be a little bit more context with this, because I think there's an assumption and a lack of communication here.
Yes, communication is definitely key. I think just because you are in a relationship with somebody, there is not a fine print saying you have to have sex with me whenever I want it.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't see that way. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, well, we're together, we're married, I deserve to have sex whenever I want.
It's not a deserve. It's,
right. And it's still, there's still two people in the relationship.
I think we need to respect boundaries, because, sometimes the other person's not always going to want to be intimate.
Right. So I definitely agree with you saying there should be more context to this, but based off of
what we
have, I think you are not the asshole.
Agreed.
Because you deserve to refuse sex if you want to.
Right. Yeah. Am I the asshole? I, 20 female, am a mother of a handsome 4-month-old baby boy and engaged to my 21 male for about 2 years now. And my uncle, who is 7 years older than me, has been hitting on me since he found out I was of age, and he's married.
Did you say uncle?
I did say uncle.
Okay.
I'm ready to blast his messages on every social media platform I have built, but my family is calling me the asshole for wanting to do that. But I've warned him several times that I'm still with my fiance and he creeps me out. So am I the asshole?
No.
Okay, that uncle is 7 years older and married.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
Yeah.
The uncle's married.
Uncle is 7 years older and married.
And let's just stop for a second. Uncle.
Yeah.
First off, why is your uncle hitting on you? Second, why is your family supporting this or ignoring it? I guess it would be
they're
more
just like brushing it under the rug, be like, oh, Uncle Jim is just being his creepy self. Like, don't think too much about it. But
I think you need to get out of that family.
I agree.
And
also, what about the fiance?
Does he know?
Does he know that any of this is going on?
I would never want to go to a family event. Ever.
Ugh.
That's great. Yeah. So no,
Gross.
You're not the asshole, because your family and uncle is the asshole for this. 100%. Okay. So this is a kind of a long one. Okay. So Am I the asshole for telling my husband that if he checked his blood sugar at home, he wouldn't have ruined the evening? So, my 30 female husband, 34 male, has diabetes. He checks his blood sugar regularly, but I have no idea why he didn't before we went out and to meet some of my friends in the evening. I went to see some friends at an art museum and he came with me since all my friends had their partners go with him as well. While we were on tour, he kept whispering in my ear that he was suspecting his blood sugar was low and he needed to eat. I was dumbfounded. I asked if he checked his blood sugar before we left and he said no. I admit I was mad at him because this was neglect, but he said that it didn't matter anyways since it's been 4 hours and he needed something to eat because he was feeling unbalanced. I told him we couldn't just leave the tour and go get food and asked him to hang on for a little bit longer. 10 minutes went by and then out of nowhere he fainted. It was horrific, but he regained his strength and shortly after, and some people helped by offering water and food. The tour was cut short and we had to leave early. Dinner was canceled in the process, which made me somewhat irritated because I felt like the entire evening was ruined and none of this would have happened had he done what he was supposed to do and checked his blood sugar. He got offended and started arguing, saying that it was all my fault for ignoring him and when he complained about feeling unwell. Then said the doctor advised against him staying without food for long periods of time, which is what I did, meaning making him wait and eat. He tried to insist it was my fault and claimed I cared more about a get together with my friends than his health. I replied that because of him, my friends will start excluding me from events just to avoid what happened earlier. He said F them, then, which I didn't appreciate because I care about them. We've been arguing about what happened, and he keeps saying he was sick and tired of me having my priorities messed up, but I think it's unfair because he's an adult and can look after himself. Am I the asshole?
First off, yes. But there's a lot that goes with that, and I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah. So I have a few thoughts, playing devil's advocate here. So the female, the wife, okay? Yes, you are. Because like your husband, so diabetes is a very real thing and it can kill people. And if his blood sugar, like that could have gone south very fast, which he did pass out, you know? And like, what if it got so low that his body couldn't handle it? You know what I mean? So you're the asshole for not caring about your husband, okay? But on the same hand, if you have diabetes, you should be prepared. You know, why didn't he take all the stuff with him that he needed to check his blood sugar? It's really not that, I mean, it's like, you know, a small little thing that you can carry with you and maybe a snack too. You know what I mean? But it kind of sounds like it's a new diagnosis. So maybe he didn't know, like he's still trying to navigate it. But like, I can't imagine if my husband was going through this and I'm mad at him because of his health.
Yeah, for something that he really can't even
Control. You know, and like those aren't really your friends either if they don't care about your husband's health and they're not going to invite you anymore because of this situation. What are your thoughts?
I think your thoughts and my thoughts align very well. I really don't have a lot of empathy for this girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. But this guy, he's diabetic. He passes out at an art museum or an art exhibit or whatever. And this woman knew that she was withholding a meal from him as a diabetic.
I mean, I'm not even diabetic and I can't go 4 hours without eating.
I agree.
And like, too, if he checked his blood sugar at home, there's 4 hours in between. So much could happen even if his blood sugar was fine at home.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like you can stabilize the blood sugar and then you just have
30 minutes
nowhere that's going to
later.
go. It can go up and go like way down.
That's just so frustrating, especially being in the medical field, knowing that there's people out there that have no regard for people's health.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to not really know much about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think health illiteracy is a big thing,
Mhm.
and I know you and I we kind of talked about this, but like if I am newly diagnosed with something, something
Mhm.
especially chronic
Mhm.
or something that, I have to really stay in tune with to manage, I'm going to go full deep dive into my own research. I'm going to go into what do I do to protect myself? What do I do to be prepared? What's going to happen if I don't do this,
Well, and two, like, everyone knows about diabetes. They might
Yeah.
not know the ins and outs of it, how to prevent it, blah, 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 whatever. But, like, just in normal conversation, that's common knowledge what diabetes is.
Yeah. It
And
literally it's you can't control your blood sugar. It's
right.
very difficult to control yourself.
Exactly. And I know that there's two different types of diabetes, which even I get them confused sometimes, but I do know that it is a very serious thing that can kill people.
Mm.
And the fact that she has no empathy at all
Yeah.
just blows my
And
mind.
she's sitting here worried that her friends aren't going to include her.
Fuck the friends. If my husband just passed out,
I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, is Ben okay?" Like,
yeah, let's
and
go to the hospital.
yeah, like let's make sure
Screw
he's
dinner.
okay. And it sounds like the strangers and these bystanders at this
Mhm.
exhibit care more than she does.
Right, because they were trying to offer him food and water. I'm
Right.
curious. It doesn't say anywhere in here what she was doing while he passed out.
I'm sure she was just
So,
standing there annoyed.
oh, I'm sure because she just said it was horrific, but he regained his strength shortly after. And some people helped by offering water and food. It didn't say anywhere in there what she did.
But she also knowingly told him to wait to have dinner.
Right. That's not something you can be like, "Hey,
But like
can you
why did
tell
it
your blood sugar to stop?"
but like why did it matter if he had a meal or had a snack or anything before dinner? Like what does
Right.
that change?
Also, who the hell is at an art museum for 4 hours?
Oh my god.
That sounds really boring. How big is this museum? So many questions. But in all, yes,
Yeah, I agree.
you are the asshole.
Yeah, her priorities are just like way skewed. Like she's obviously more concerned about this art exhibit and being with her friends
Mhm.
and maybe going to this fancy dinner or whatever. She's way more invested in that than she is
Her
her husband's
husband.
well-being.
And this was a year ago, so I'm very curious if they're even still together.
Ugh.
Too bad I can't find that out because I don't know what their names are.
All right, next up and am I the asshole? This one says, "Am I the asshole for refusing to keep having kids?" Note that this is not this person's story. She says, "I know the title sounds terrible, but hear me out. I, 19 female, have 6 kids, each around 5, 5, 5, 4, 2, and 1.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So she started at 5 minus 9, 9 minus 5, 19 minus 5. Wow. 14. Oh my gosh, you were 14? Okay.
No, this isn't her story, remember? Oh,
Well,
no,
whoever it
she
is,
says, okay, you're right. You're
whoever
right.
it is was 14 starting to have kids.
Yeah. My boyfriend of 8 years, 21 male, wants to have more kids. The thing is, he never takes care of our kids, so I'm left alone to take care of them. I have to juggle school, work, and kids while he is never home. Also, I was miserable during the pregnancy. He only wants kids to brag about how he is an awesome father. We can't afford to have another child as we can barely make ends meet now. Most nights I go to bed hungry to make sure my kids aren't starving. Ooh, we also have to pay rent, and he and I have student debt. Plus, we need more money to send the kids to school. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and we have to put money aside for the house. So am I the asshole?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, there's so many things wrong with this.
Okay,
First
first of
off.
all, oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
First of all, did you want to have 6 kids? And
It kind of
what?
sounds like, so you said 3 5-year-olds. Sounds like triplets.
So, I mean, they could be his kids that he's brought with him. Like, they might be like a blended family.
I didn't
You
think
know what
about
I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they all came from her.
Potentially, though,
But still, that's still his kids that she's taking care of.
because she's saying my kids.
Yeah. So I mean, I assume that. Yeah.
Okay, so first off, why are you 19 with 6 kids? Okay.
You're just graduated high school
Yeah.
with 6 kids.
Also, how do you have student debt at 19 already?
Oh, true.
But anyways, fuck him. Fuck any
I don't think the age really matters at this point. But
no. Fuck any man and or woman that does not take care of their own child.
I agree.
Because it sounds like she is putting everything she's got into these kids.
All of her resources, all of her
Yes.
time, all of her money. She's even foregoing her own meals.
Food. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's just lollygagging around life.
Saying, "Oh, I've
I'm
got
such
this
a
many
great father.
Yeah.
Also, if you're 21 and you're bragging about having 6 kids that you don't even care about or take care of,
Come on.
yeah. Lady, you are not the asshole because I believe you said fiance or boyfriend. I don't know which one you said. Whatever he is,
Boyfriend
he
of 8 years.
is the asshole. 100%. So it has to be her kids. If they've been together for 8 years.
True. That is wild. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine having 6 kids now at 28.
Yeah.
Let alone at 19.
And she's going to school and she's also working and she's taking care of the kids.
And that's what, 8 people in a 2-bedroom apartment?
That's very, very cramped.
Ugh.
So I feel very sorry. I feel very bad
Yes.
for this poor girl because I'm sure this is not the life that she had envisioned for herself
Yeah.
at 19.
Also, who has triplets and then thinks, I want to do that again?
3 more times.
Mm-mm. That's a no for me.
Absolutely. And also, and it just sucks because as a female, I feel like a lot of these roles as a mother just means we do everything.
Mm-hmm.
That you are just the default parent to know everything and do everything, and that it shouldn't be a problem that you can go to school and work and feed the kids and
Do all of the things.
take care of all of these things while
taking care of yourself.
Taking care of yourself, and the boy or the man just
chucks along
and makes money.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that too.
Right. I might even make more than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so the next one. Am I the asshole for allowing my brother to be homeless? Okay. My brother, older, Dave. She worded that weird. Okay. My older brother, Dave, 42, hasn't worked since 2020 when he was first laid off. His reasoning is he's not taking a job at a lower pay because it will hurt in his salary negotiation process. So he's not taking another job until he finds one that pays like his old job did. His wife left him because of this. In the divorce, Dave got the house. He's going through the foreclosing process now. He's run out of savings. He's looking for a place to stay, and I have an extra bedroom, but Dave is not coming here to freeload. He has to have a job. I'd settle for any job, even a part-time job, but Dave is still stubbornly insisting he's not working for less than he's worth. I finally got upset and said, fine, be homeless. Dave was extremely pissed off that I wouldn't even consider taking him in until he finds his job. My family members are on me about how could I allow Dave to be homeless, but I don't see anyone else offering their spare rooms and couches to Dave.
I think she is doing her best. And I think that she just doesn't want to see her brother continue to fail.
But also, it's been 3 years.
I agree.
Because this said 13 hours ago when I took the screenshot yesterday. So this was, posted 2 days ago. So it's been 3 years since you were laid off. You lost your wife. lost your house, which you foreclosed on, which is now going to affect your credit score for what, 7 years? That's going to be on there for 7 years?
Is it 7 years?
I believe so. And I think being unemployed for that long is worse on your resume than a lower salary.
Right, because your future employer is going to be like, so what did you do
For 3 years.
for 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
And why?
Right, exactly. What makes you think I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars when you haven't gotten paid in 3 years?
Right.
You should be grateful for whatever I offer you.
Right.
Also, how stubborn is this dude? You're 42 years old and you're willing to lose your house and wife because you want a certain pay. That's why I don't really feel bad for homeless people sometimes. Because first off, what is your situation?
Yeah.
Also, everyone's hiring. Go get some sort of job.
Anything. I mean, fast food right now pays
Like $15, $18
a pretty
an hour.
aggressive amount.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to work at McDonald's, but
I agree.
if it's the only thing I've got, yeah, I don't think that you were the asshole in this because
And I understand that like money is a very tricky thing, but from based on what that says, it
Mhm.
sounds like this man is choosing to be homeless at this
Right.
point.
And like literally all she's asking for is even just a part-time job.
Just
and then
something.
you'll have a place to live.
Yeah.
She's not-
I mean, all she's saying is have some accountability
Mhm.
and learn how to be responsible.
And she's not even asking for rent either.
Right. No, she's literally saying, here, you can stay with me. Have some kind of
Mhm.
income. It doesn't matter how much it is. Have some income that you can do whatever the fuck you want with.
Right. Get up on your feet.
Save it,
figure
or,
things out.
yeah. Obviously, she can't, force him to do anything with that money. Like, it's going to be up to him to decide. But I mean, she's
Mhm.
offering a roof.
Right. That's just insane to me. 42 years old.
Honestly.
And that's your brother, too.
Yeah. But I understand that, like, people are pushed into certain situations. But it is very hard to feel sympathy for
It also
these
kind of
people.
sounds like this is not necessarily an ongoing issue, but he seems that he's hard-headed regardless. Like, you don't just become hard-headed.
He also sounds like he feels so deserving of a specific income that he's willing to just forego anything
and lose everything.
And lose everything in that process.
Also, that last sentence, my family members are on me about how I could allow Dave to be homeless, but I don't see anyone else offering their spare rooms and couches to Dave.
I agree. So, I mean, she's doing her best at this point.
Yeah.
She's the only one that's coming in to help. So, I wonder if he's already exhausted all of his other family members. So, that makes me wonder what kind of situation it was
prior to this.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Dang.
Come on, Dave.
Am I the asshole for having a drink on the way to a funeral? My wife's coworker passed away and the memorial service was being held at a large Catholic church. When we got there, we went into the wrong door and we went into an area where a wedding reception was being held.
A wedding and a funeral on the same day? How nice.
I mean, I guess we're celebrating all kinds of lives. I noticed that they had a cash bar with a sign saying all tips went to the honeymoon fund, so I bought a beer and threw in a $20 tip. Chugged it and went back out and found the right place. I was wearing a suit, so I fit in at the reception. I paid for my drink, I tipped, and I immediately left. Just not to the right place. This was last Saturday, and my wife is still pissed at me. She said I was disrespectful and an asshole for invading a wedding. The bar was outside the reception hall. She says I shouldn't have drank before the funeral. It was one beer. I think she's blowing this out of proportion. Am I the asshole?
First off, I want to befriend this guy.
This guy seems like so much fun.
I know. Okay, so few thoughts. Do you want to go first or me go first?
You go first.
Okay, a few thoughts. This, from what it sounds like, this man didn't even know the person that died. Because
it was his wife's coworker.
Right. So, like, you might know about this person, but you're not best friends. Okay, it's not a family member. All right. Also, everyone that I know drinks before funerals. Okay.
I don't think I can.
They're stressful. All right. I don't blame you for taking a drink. You know what I mean? He's not like plastered. Like you said, it was one beer.
Just one beer. You're not plastered,
Right.
shit-faced drunk at a funeral causing a scene.
Right.
You just somehow landed up in the wrong place.
Mhm.
You paid cash for this drink, gave a nice tip
Mhm.
for this lovely couple to go on their honeymoon, and you left, and it looks like he made it on time. I mean,
Yeah. Also, like, talk about taking advantage of your surroundings.
exactly. He's like, hey, like
making the best of what you're given.
we're having a good time at this wedding. Like, I fit right in. He didn't ruin the wedding.
Right. They didn't even know who he was.
Right.
He came and went, drank a beer, and that was it.
I mean, and I've been to a couple weddings, and it is very easy. It's not easy to see, like, who is a stranger and who
Right.
is not.
Right, exactly.
So,
Like,
I mean, if you're wearing a suit, you're just like, oh, yeah, just another attendee. Like,
I'm just here for a beer.
I'm just
And
here
I'm
for a beer.
leaving.
Yeah.
They probably had no idea. I hope he took pictures.
Yeah, and, like, the wedding wasn't ruined. The funeral wasn't ruined. He never caused a scene. He left a nice tip.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, like...
So who is the one asking the question, the husband or the wife?
The husband is asking,
okay.
am I the asshole for having a drink?
So no.
Before the... No.
I would say no.
If you had ruined the funeral, or if you, like,
caused a scene.
Yeah, made an ass of yourself, like, maybe.
Also, what place has a funeral and a wedding?
It said it is a large Catholic church, so I'm wondering if there were just, like, separate, like, sections. Yeah.
That still just seems kind of weird to me. But
and also it said that it was the bar was outside.
So he didn't even actually probably see anybody that was a part of the wedding.
Yeah, so I'm sure they just had their, like, little after party or whatever outside where the bar was.
People are just
not
so
like,
stuck up.
I understand. Like, I think she is blowing things out of proportion.
Yeah. Easily.
Like, he was there. I'm sure he didn't really know the person that passed. And was just there to be there for his wife.
Right. You're lucky he came.
Had one beer.
I'd have been like, I don't know this person.
Yeah, I'd be like, I mean, I might as well get a drink out of it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Enjoy something. Oh my gosh. I don't agree with the way some people live their lives.
I have Nextdoor. You know what Nextdoor is?
No.
It's like a Facebook for, like, a neighborhood.
Oh, kind of like the Ring app has, like, a neighborhood.
Yeah, kind of
thing.
like that, but it's like a Facebook for certain, like, cities and towns and neighborhoods. And you can, like, report safety concerns. Yeah. Like, oh, like, I saw my Ring camera, someone tried to break into my car, or, oh, like, I heard gunshots here, like, does anyone know what happened? But it is so funny to, like, go through certain comments and just see, like, these Karens and these Bills. I don't know, that just came out.
It's fine. we'll go with it. Karens and Bills. Fuck all you Bills.
I know a Bill, so, like, I want to take it back.
I don't think I know a Bill.
Well, his name isn't actually Bill. We just call him Bill.
What's his name?
Will.
Okay, that's a story for another time, I guess.
It's Nick's story, not mine.
Okay. I'll interview Nick next time and I'll ask him about Bill.
But it is just so funny, like, how, like, hard-headed.
I know.
And, like, how stuck up and how self-centered some of these Karens are in the little neighborhood chat, because they think they run this HOA, you know, like.
Right. Our favorite, me and Ben, on the Ring app, we have people that, like, make posts or whatever saying gunshots or fireworks.
Yeah.
And people are literally like, go to bed.
Yeah.
Or call 911. Why are you posting on here? What can we do if it's fireworks or gunshots?
Exactly.
Call 911 if you're really concerned about it.
I agree.
But also, who sets off fireworks every night? It's more than likely guns.
Or cars backfiring, I mean.
Cars, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. They sound like guns sometimes. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyways, off that tangent.
Back to reality. Am I the asshole for yelling at my female 27 wife for taking our 2 young kids into poor air quality after she was warned not to? Okay. So we live in a state affected by the wildfires in Canada, which, sorry about that, Canada. I hope you're okay. Today we were in code red for air quality, and the warning specifically said for young children to stay inside. I told this to my wife at around 10 a.m. because she had planned on taking them to an outdoor event while at her mother's. I said not to, and that it could wait for another day. Later on in the day, I noticed her location is the exact place this event is at. She had our 3 and 1-year-old out at this event in harmful air quality. When I confronted her, she said, well, our son really wanted to go. I, honest to God, was just so speechless. I couldn't believe she had disregarded warnings that this air quality could have short and long-term effects on our kids. We had plenty of health issues with our son, so that's why I was so angry. And what's worse is she snuck off about it and had not mentioned the location change. Then I wouldn't have ever known. I yelled at her and told her that I was just disgusted at the disregard for our kids' health. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
The husband
is not the asshole.
Correct.
But the wife
The
is.
wife is.
I can't believe her.
Right.
I would be so mad.
Like, okay, so it's not even the husband saying don't do it. There are like legit warnings from like news, and it literally says today we're in code red for air quality.
That means stay the fuck inside.
Right. And why are you having this event? Cancel the event, first off.
Like, what is this event and why is it so important and why do you not care about your kids'
Also,
well-being?
our son really wanted to go.
I don't
3.
care. He's 3 years old.
A 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
A 3-year-old is going to want to do anything and everything.
Right. They're not going to have any idea about air
They
quality.
have no concept of their own health.
Also, you're the mom. Tell him
You're
no.
a mother. You have a lot more authority.
You should. Also, she lied.
Yeah, she snuck off. All around, big red flags here.
Absolutely. I can't even see anything on her side to like defend her.
Where was he?
I don't know.
Was he like at
I
work
would guess
something?
at work.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. It doesn't say.
And how selfish do you have to be to feel so...
Right. Also, why didn't her mom tell her not to?
Yeah.
Because she was with her mom, it says.
Yeah. Like, my mom would be like, no, stay inside.
Right. You're an idiot. And she's 27. So, like...
She's our age.
You should know better. And those wildfires in Canada affected
if you're
a lot of people.
Especially if you're in the red zone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're in Virginia and our air quality wasn't even that great. I mean, they closed the pools at my apartment and we're halfway down the US. I can't imagine if they're in code red. Like, did you see New York?
They were brown.
Yeah. Like worse than normal.
Like their air was literally brown.
Yes. Like, and I can't even, as an adult without kids, I can't imagine going out in that.
Even without kids, I'm like, no, I'm going to stay right inside.
Yes. I mean, I work in an urgent care, and even like a week after that, I still had people coming in like, my breathing's been messing up for a week. Were you outside last week whenever the wildfires were going on? Yeah. That's why you can't breathe.
Did you have to ask that a lot?
Yes. Yes. Like, well, I have asthma. Well, no wonder you can't breathe. Sherlock, use your inhaler.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of nebulizers for like a week. But
I mean, obviously, this poor guy is just looking out for his own kids and is saying, "Hey, please keep the kids safe at home. Don't take them."
How old he is, but
I'm assuming they're around the same age. Yeah. Like he's obviously got an extra brain cell. Like
more than hers. Doesn't sound like she has any. And the fact that their son has already had a bunch of health issues, it doesn't like
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I
clarify.
remember you were saying that. So like obviously the
Mhm.
kid is at a high
Has
risk
issues.
for something to happen, like some kind of respiratory
Mhm,
issue maybe.
mhm.
Like
Yeah, it doesn't specify what his health issues were, but regardless, even if he doesn't have health issues, don't take a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
especially when like officials are saying like, "Hey, keep them
Don't go
inside."
outside
There can be short-term and
long term.
long-term effects of inhaling this poor air quality
Right. You kind of need your lungs.
to breathe.
Airway is the first thing that you check
Airway
in
breathing.
EMT.
Yep.
Airway, breathing, and circulation.
Yep.
ABCs right there.
ABCs.
And 2 of them
Airway
have,
breathing.
have to do with breathing and your lungs. So, yeah, you can't breathe.
You know what I wonder sometimes?
Hmm.
Like, if I wasn't in healthcare, would I give as much of a shit about some of these things?
So, I didn't get into healthcare until after the Navy, you
Okay.
know, but even before that, like, I might not have been aware as much as I am now,
Mm-hmm.
but health is still important.
I agree.
You only have one body. You have to take care of it.
Not a lot of people think that, though, that you
That's-
have one body.
I mean, I don't know what else you're thinking.
That they're just invincible, that they can just do anything
There
that they want.
are a lot. I will say, as a teenager, I didn't really take care of myself the way I should have. But also, who doesn't? You know, I mean, nobody takes care of themselves when they're a teenager. But on the same hand, you're 27, lady. You're not a teenager anymore. You have 2 young kids that you need to be taking care of. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be smart. Why is that so hard?
Just listen, honestly. Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
And your husband is trying to look out for you and your kids. So is the news. Like, yeah, that's
I hope the
insane
kids
to
are
me.
okay.
Mhm.
I hope everyone in that family is okay.
It also doesn't say how long she was there for either.
Well, I mean, if she's saying that it's an event, or if he's saying that it's some kind of outdoor event,
It just says outdoor event.
I mean, those can be hours long
Mhm. Even if it was like a festival, like that's a good 2 hours,
at
if not
minimum.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are not the asshole, sir.
Well, I think that wraps up today's episode on Am I the Asshole?
I feel like we only had one asshole that we talked about.
Yeah. I think the people who are actually going on Reddit and saying, okay, like, am I crazy? Like, am I the asshole?
Right.
Like, they have their head screwed on right,
Mhm.
you know?
Right. And the fact that they like are concerned enough to ask.
Am I the asshole?
Right, right. Except for that one person.
Although I have heard a couple of Am I the Assholes where we're like, yes, you're absolutely in the wrong here.
100%. Yes. I think that was a very fun episode, though. We've had a lot of like heavier episodes.
Yeah, it
over
was
the
really
past couple
fun
of
to
weeks.
just
Yes,
have like a
yes.
fun, light. I mean, obviously not for these people, but
Well, I mean, some of these people got the shit end of the stick, but we had a great time.
I had a great time. So thank you.
Oh, yes.
Sorry for everything you're going through. I
Yeah,
hope it all works out in
You're
the
with
end.
some shitty people. Some narcissists is what it sounds like. But please let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. Do you think they're the asshole? Do you
Mm.
think they're not?
I think most of them aren't, but
Yeah.
that's my personal opinion. And tell us why. You can't just say yes or no.
Right.
You have to let us know why you think the way you think. So,
Right.
I think that is it for today's episode.
Yeah, it has been awesome being your co-host for the last brain cell.
Yes, and please like, comment, share, follow.
Share the love.
And we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.